we live? Yes, we live. Yes,
We're
yes, yes.
live. Yes.
Again, Monday. Monday is such a rush. I mean, we got the lives, I got my workshop. Anyway,
Yes, but we're alive, and there's so many things to be grateful for, and
yes,
I'm excited to be here with you, Veronica, every Monday.
absolutely. Absolutely. So
Yes.
we are going to first, we're going to wish your father happy birthday,
Yes.
right?
Happy birthday, Dad.
Happy
It is
birthday.
his
Yeah.
80th birthday today.
Wow.
Yes.
It is. Yeah. So we're
Yeah.
going to be talking about how to get your ideas to marketplace because I have been having different conversation about this with people and
People.
they don't have an idea, right? People don't have an idea how to actually get their products on into the marketplace and then what to do and how to prepare for it.
Right.
So it's hard. I mean, you have an idea and you go, "What do I do?" I've always wanted to have. Okay, I have an online store, right? I have Shopify.
Right.
I sell my books. Carl Sullivan, yes, thank you.
Yes.
And I have my books, but and I suppose that's a product, right? So,
Right.
but I don't have a product that I am drop shipping or anything like that. And so
Right.
it is a little bit different because you have an idea, and I've always had this idea I was going to make my own t-shirts and stuff, but so many people are selling t-shirts, so you got to really think about what are you going to sell online and then create a plan, right? So I
That's
mean,
great. That's great. But first, Veronica Jeans.
yes,
Who
okay.
is Veronica Jeans
Oh
and
yes,
what's going
okay.
on? Why are we here today?
Yes, I keep forgetting. I start my brain starts working. So I'm
It's
Veronica
good.
Jeans, and I am the Shopify queen, obviously, since I write all the Shopify books, and I'm a best-selling author. Um, with my Shopify Made Easy series, I've now literally published my third book, and I'm busy writing my fourth book. I'm very excited about it, and
It's
it's
so
all
exciting.
brand new, up-to-date, new Shopify books. It is very exciting. Yes, it is. It is. And
Yes.
so my third book is how to optimize your Shopify and how to actually, once you have your Shopify store up, it's like, okay, so what is next? And actually, you know what? That makes a good point. In
Yes.
my third book, I talk about how to get your product literally online. I forgot about that. Who's Veronica? Yes, Carl. Thank you.
That's so good. Yes.
So
How to
you
actually do it.
how to do it, right? And people really don't. I mean, it is hard to decide, and I've always told you to sell something, right? It is hard to decide, okay, I want to sell. I mean, you can sell hats or maybe something, right? But you have to decide, where do you get these hats? What is going to be on the hat? You can't just sell a hat, right? It has to have a logo. So I'm
Right.
literally creating. Yes, Ingo is in Cape Town. My sister's in Cape Town. Isn't that
Hey,
amazing?
Inge.
I am originally from Namibia, Africa, which is right above South Africa. And so I ended up in the US via Holland. I lived in Holland for 8 years and then moved to America. So,
Yes.
so welcome, Inge. So
Yes. Welcome.
when you have an idea, and it's very hard to sell stuff online in Namibia, for instance, because you don't have a normal, you have a post office system, but it's not very reliable. So you have to
Mm,
sort of think outside the box. So one of my
literally.
little, literally think outside the box. I have a little student who sells her products in Rwanda, and so in Rwanda, she has somebody on a bicycle that will deliver her products, right? Which is amazing, right?
Wow.
Yeah, I know. They're couriers and they're on bicycles and they'll deliver your products for you. So that's the local post office. So
Yeah. Yeah. So
literally, I have to.
Veronica,
Yes. Okay.
Veronica, what is the first step to getting your ideas to a marketplace and be profitable?
You got to validate your idea.
And how do you do that?
You ask. You ask random people if they will buy your products, not your friends, not your family, because they feel sorry for you. And they're very, or they feel, or they're very
True.
enthusiastic, right? Yeah, this is brilliant. different.
Yes.
And that's not really your customer. So you have to literally go to somebody who looks like your customer, right? So I was talking to somebody, and his customers are going to be he's creating the sneaker product, right? That he's actually going to import from Asia, not from China, from Asia. They're actually hand making this product. And so his customers are the guys that wear sneakers all the time, and they, in their cupboard, there are different types of sneakers. There's the going out sneakers, there's the relaxing sneakers, there's all these different, not just one type, right?
I'm learning so much about sneakers alone.
Yes, right. So he has to literally go to his customers who are young, hip guys that are on skateboards, for instance, right? And say, hey, would you use this product? Not his friends, maybe he has friends that on skateboards, right? But would they use a product, and would they buy it?
I wonder if Carl Sullivan uses a skateboard. Let us know, Carl. We want to know if you go skateboarding.
Yes, exactly.
or if Andrew goes skateboarding. Hey, Andrew.
Hey, Andrew.
Or if Alex goes skateboarding, maybe she goes skateboarding, or Inger. Let us know if you go skateboarding.
I don't go skateboarding, but you've got to validate your idea. So you got to ask your ideal customer that is actually going to buy your product. Plus, you got to make sure that they're going to pay the price. So you can't price your product and go, I'm sure they'll buy it, I'm sure they'll buy it. You have to realize what is the income level that you're going to sell it to, and what is the limit of that marketplace or that niche. Yes. Oh, sure, her daughter does, right?
Yes.
So yeah, my grandkids have got the roller skates for Christmas, and she's roller skating all over the place, right?
Our kids like to scooter.
Yes, and they have scooters, right? Yeah. So if you have a product, for instance, if you had a product that is for kids, right? You want to sell to kids. Obviously your customer is not the kid. Your customer is the mom. So you have to appeal to the mom, and so the kids might want to wear something totally different to what the mom wants them to wear, right? So you got to really, really understand.
But what about the dad? Do the dads?
No, the dads don't count.
They don't count. They just don't count. Okay.
Okay, so here's the question. Do you buy clothes for your kid, for your girls?
No.
Okay. Case closed, right? Case closed.
But this is a skateboard.
So no, even on a skate. Okay, so on a skateboard, so if you went out and bought your kids skateboards, it's you that buys it, right?
Maybe. Yeah. I mean, it's not the kids.
Exactly. So you really have to know, hey, is the dad buying the skateboard, or is the mom buying the skateboard? Or and even if the kids are older, you're still appealing to them, but you got to make sure that you appeal to the parents' pockets. So there's different things to actually validating your idea, and
because
yes.
I was just going to say, because the kids are going to see all the advertisements online.
Yes,
so you have to make sure the ads appeal to the kids.
Yes.
But the parents are going to make the buying.
Buying, right? Yes, exactly.
They have the dinero.
Yes, exactly. So you do have to. And so, my grandkids all made a long list for Christmas, right? Which is really a good idea, right? So validate your idea. Doesn't matter what you are selling, right? I mean, everybody thinks of my product, everybody's going to buy it. I'm sure it's going to be the best in sliced bread, but it's not. So the second point is you've got to develop your idea, right? You've got to make sure that whatever you're selling, you have the right products, you have the right inventory. You say inventory?
Inventory.
Yes.
I like your version better, though. I'll go with that one.
I say inventory. Okay.
Inventory.
So you have to know, okay, so if you're making something, do you have the right ingredients? Do you have the right supplies? If you say, for instance, you are going to, boom, it's going to go viral instantly, which is obviously not, but just, you never know, right? You never know. will you have enough supplies so you can actually make your products?
Ooh,
Right,
yeah.
right.
Yes.
So example is for my puzzle lady for Christmas, and this is also got right now. It's all got to do with manufacturing and getting our supplies, and a lot of the supplies you can't get from China anymore. So you have to
Right.
start sourcing. You have to know where to source your products. My puzzle lady, by sheer accident, ordered a pallet full of puzzle paper,
Yeah.
and COVID happened, and everything
Ah,
closed down. Right, everything closed down. So
yeah.
she literally had paper when her competition didn't have paper. So planning
Hmm.
ahead and having those back end things sorted out, and not just developing your idea is making sure you have, hey, hello, a sales tax number. You have to pay sales tax if you sell something, unless you're selling digital, right? You have
Right.
to make sure that you registered your business. You do not want to be an individual, right? So there's more to than just the product about developing your idea. And again, I've got people who have come to me and they've said, Veronica, I need a Shopify store. And I go, cool, let's go for it. I go, okay, we've got to fill this stuff out here, and in my book, you can literally, I take you step for step through all these things. I said to her, we need to put your sales tax number in here. She goes, I have to pay sales tax? And I go,
Oh.
yes. Oh my God, you do not want to not pay sales tax, right? Except if you are in New Hampshire, you know that you
Ah,
don't pay sales tax,
right. Is that
right?
sales tax or income tax?
That's sales tax.
Oh,
They
sales tax.
sales
And I
tax,
live
yes.
there. I should know this.
Yes, exactly. Exactly. But you really don't, because you probably didn't sell anything, right? And so,
I
and
didn't
then,
sell anything there. And I
yeah,
had a
so,
full-time job when I lived there.
exactly. So
I
you have
worked at a newspaper there.
no idea, right? So,
Yeah.
and then you also have to think about, okay, so when you are going to grow your business, and you might have to have a sales tax permit for every single state in the United States. Did you know that?
Ooh, no.
Mm-hmm. Yep, yep, yep. So there is
Sales
a
tax
there is a
permit. Do you have
there
to
is
pay
a
for that?
no, that's for free. You
That's
just
for free.
pay them their money. So if you collect sales tax,
Yeah.
it's a flow through, right? You collect the sales tax, you pay to the
Flow through.
appropriate state, right?
Okay.
So yes, I mean that's all. There's so much to literally making sure that when you are developing your idea, you know the first steps to set up your business, to make sure you what's it, cover your ass. Yeah, right. Literally
Is this
cover
a
your
family
ass.
friendly show?
Yes, I hope not. I hope not. You have to cover your ass. I mean, literally. I mean, if you have a customer that says, "Hey, I'm going to sue you because I've got pimples on my face from your product," you want to make sure that you're protected with your within your business. They can't touch you individually. So it's just those
Right.
basic steps that you got to think about, and obviously, if you're developing a product, literally, or if you're making a product, also, you've got to make sure that um, here's an idea. Okay, so
Yeah.
um,
I'm excited.
so right now, in to be sustainable is fashionable, right? To
Yes.
have environmentally friendly packaging. So you got to see what the market says. What your niche customers say. Hey, we're very interested in sustainable packaging, environmentally friendly stuff, natural ingredients. You got to make a list of that and say, okay, now I have to get environmentally friendly packaging, and where do I get them? So that's how you have to develop your ideas, and without just jumping into it, right? You have to have a plan, baby. You have to have a plan.
Can I ask you a question?
Yes, sir.
Regarding sustainability, is
Yeah,
that idea attractive to all demographics or certain, like
that's
would
interesting.
all customers be interested in that or just certain demographics maybe?
and I'm a bit confused about the Gen blah blah blahs and the Z's and the P's and the X's and
Yes, all the
so
letters.
all the letters, right? So I would say that. So, for instance, my daughters-in-law they are in their 30s, right? So in that age range, whatever letter it is,
Right.
I think they are really, really interested in environmental. They're very environmentally conscious, right? I
Right.
would say the younger generation, their 20s, are as well. I
Hmm.
mean, they really literally are looking at it and knowing that, hey, it's, what's happening with the planet? It's overheating, right? We have too
Yes.
much plastic and all this other stuff. And then you have the baby boomers, which are also lagging behind. I'm very conscious about it, but the next person on the next boat is probably not. So with the baby boomers, it's a little bit different. You have to really literally know who you are selling to, not just in
Right.
that demographic, but that specific customer. They always say
Yeah.
you're 6 degrees separated, right,
Right.
from your next whatever. It's the same with your customer. So you've got to have an idea of my customer is this age, is environmentally conscious, likes to buy their stuff from blah, 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 and
Yeah.
create your customer literally from that one idea, because you know that from that one person, there are quite a few around that are the same,
Yes.
right?
Yes.
So
And
that's
Carl
all.
is clarifying that it's global warming.
Well, the planet is heating, baby. The
Thank
planet
you,
is heating.
Carl. Overheating would probably be accurate as
Overheat,
well.
yeah, yeah, I know, right? So we
So,
never know.
Veronica, how do we make sure that our idea is profitable?
Profitable. Okay,
Yes.
yes. So making sure that your pricing is right. So again, I'll throw my puzzle lady in the mix again. So
Yes.
her competition is they making cheap junk. I won't say
Ooh.
anymore. Cheap crap from China, right? And
Yes.
so her puzzles are thicker, are more durable, but she still has to compete in the same market. People are not going to buy a puzzle more than what they pay for another puzzle. So she has to think about, okay, I can only charge this much. My materials cost this much. That doesn't change, right? Her printing costs don't change that much. So how can she make extra money to make it more profitable for her? And the way to do it is we actually added a rush order charge to her website, which
Oh,
everybody ticks, right? So she's
yeah.
really conscious of getting her products out, but nobody
Good
knows
idea.
that. They just think she's the same as everybody else. It takes weeks and you've got to make it and create it. And she literally gets it out in the same day. So she's
Wow.
up to her profit margin a little bit. So you've got to think about, can you get cheaper, a better priced product that you are using to create your product, right? Um, for instance, if you do drop shipping and you are creating t-shirts, we keep to the hats and the t-shirts, right? If you're only selling one at a time, it's going to cost you, I'm going to throw a number out there, $15. You need to actually sell your product at maybe $35 to make
Right.
that amount of profit, right? So
Yes.
you've got to really look at, okay, so I have to have a certain margin where I cover my costs. You have what are those costs? Fixed overheads, right? Fixed overheads.
Yes.
So you're paying for your website, you're paying for your shopping cart, you're paying for your packaging, you're paying for the card that goes in the package. So all those little bits and pieces has to be in your pricing. Plus, so here's a huge tip, is
Ooh.
when you price your product out, price it a little bit higher, always a little bit higher. So then
Mm.
when you can also think of, okay, I'm going to give discounts, but I also don't want to lose too much of my profit margin. So price a little bit higher, then you can give a discount and get everybody excited to buy your product, because then it's a really good price.
Yes.
Plus, Amazon is, ship for free. Everybody's shipping for free. So think about, if you ship for free, how much is that going to cost you? Because that money comes out of your pocket as well. So
Right.
really think about what is your profit margin and keep it so that all those little bits and pieces of cost come off and you don't go into the negative. I literally had somebody that I was talking to, in fact, in New York area, and she said, oh, we've leveraged our house and our, and we're making maybe a dollar a product. And I go, oh my Lord, how come you're making so little money? She says,
Yeah.
well, our web developer, I mean, that's the first mistake, said we should lower our prices. And I go, why? Literally, they were in the pet market, right? And it's the wrong thing to do. So anyway, that's it.
Yeah. Yeah. So before we go to number 4, how about let's go to the comments for a minute?
Yes.
And
So
let's just say thank you for everyone for being
Robert
here.
Murray is here.
Inger.
Inger's here,
Yes.
yes.
Carl, who is this? Who is this lady over here? Who is this Veronica lady? Yes, Inger in South Africa. We're global.
Yes,
We're
yes.
global, baby.
Yes, we are.
Yes. Carl says
And then
it's
what
very
other?
difficult to source the products at reasonable rates.
Yes, absolutely. It is extremely difficult. So Carl is in the UK, so he's got a limited base as well. So most people get this cheaper stuff from China, and there's good quality stuff from China as well. But now with the shipping situation, it is really hard to get manufacturing goods. And you have people always going down with COVID and are absent. So the manufacturers can only manufacture a certain amount. And it's a fact of life. If you go online, or even if you go to the store right now, you will see some products are there and then they're not, and then some other products are there, right?
Right. Yes. And Andrew's here. Andrew, you're in LA, right? I think he's in California. Thanks for being here, Andrew.
Yes.
And Robert says, Danero, what's that? Just kidding. I love you too. and Alex says, oh man, I'm saying, say it again, Veronica. How do you say that word?
Inventory.
She's going to say it like that from now on.
I've actually got my clients saying it the way I am, because I keep forgetting how loud it. Yes, because I go, how they're just saying it back to me what I'm telling them.
Yes.
Denise
and
is
hello,
here
Denise from Houston.
You're from Houston. I'm from Houston too, baby.
Oh, there you go.
Yes, I know, right?
Perfect. Well, thank you all for being here. We appreciate you being here. So Veronica.
Let's go on. Next one,
yes,
baby.
Yes, next one, number 4. Getting your idea online.
Right?
Yes.
So that it's also really not that easy, because what I mean by that is, obviously if you're on Shopify or on any other platform, you just upload it and there you go. But getting your idea further than your actual store is a challenge, right? I mean, and you know that as well, Tim. You've had clients that had products. I keep thinking about our jewelry lady. Oh,
yes. Moving on.
you got to make sure that your products, the images are perfect, right? The images make you want to buy the product, because if they're not good, then they're not good. No, people won't buy.
That's true.
You have to get it into social. So my third book that is it my third book? My fourth book. My fourth book I'm doing.
Keep track of all of them.
Yes,
There's so
I
many.
can't keep track. Right, the one that I'm writing right now, I'm talking about how to actually position your brand, which means getting your product into my third book, I'm talking about getting it onto different marketplaces, right? So you can get it onto Amazon, you get it onto eBay, Etsy, but all from your nexus of, oh, look at that, all my books. You get it online from your nexus, which is your Shopify, which is your store, and then you get it onto these marketplaces, Facebook and Instagram and Etsy and TikTok actually, and eBay, and have I forgotten one? I mean, you can even get it into the Japanese market through Shopify if you wanted to. If you actually have $1 million, yes, if you make $1 million already, if you have $1 million turnover.
Yes.
So yes, So if you have to be able to get it to in front of the customers for them to buy it. Otherwise, how are they going to know that you're around? I mean, you can put it on the shopping cart and it's like a brochure. There, exactly like it's like a brochure. So if I wasn't talking about my book all the time, even people that know me, right? People that are in my workshop, I have to keep reminding them, hey, people, when are you buying my book? Come on, right?
Right.
So you got to keep reminding people of what you're doing and talk about your product. I find that so many, I mean, if you think about your cousins and your siblings, if they have families and everything, they forget what you do, what you're selling. They come back to you and go, what are you doing again? You know, because we tend to have several careers. We tend to do several different things. So you've got to be online all the time in front of your customers consistently to be able to sell more. Consistently is
the key.
The secret. That is the key. Yes. So Denise asked me, where are you originally from? I'm from Namibia, Africa. So if you say it fast, it's Nambia. Namibia, Africa. So consistency is key. So I have consistently been doing promotions about my book. Right? I keep coming back to my book because for me that's my product.
Right.
And last year I was pretty inconsistent about it. You know, I would do some ads and then I'll talk about it every now and again, then I'll post it every now and again. And from November, so October last year, I started consistently. Hello, Mr. Tim got me on consistently every Monday, right?
Yes.
I'll talk about the book. I consistently did my postings. I do a blog twice a week, and I was going to be not twice a week. Holy cow, twice a month. And then I started sending out emails. Plus, I started doing my ads consistently on Amazon, and it's not something that's going to happen overnight. Because I definitely have clients that go, you know, we're online, or why are we not selling? And I go, well, we've only been on it for a month. Nothing's going to happen.
Right.
And I said, well, if you have to spend a little bit of money to get your products in front of customers, you've got to advertise. Otherwise, growing organically is not going to get you in front of customers that fast. It takes a long time, right? Right, Tim?
Right. Yeah.
It really takes a long time. And then it takes a long time if you're consistent. We'll throw Donna, my puzzle lady, under the bus, right? Yes. She was in the workshop this morning. She said, you know, my Christmas wasn't so good. And I said, well, what happened? She says, I didn't do what I'm supposed to do. She didn't do her emails. She didn't do consistent posting. She didn't do her blogs that she used to do regularly. So all of that made her Christmas sales not so good. So if you are, I mean, whatever you're doing, whether you're selling a service or you're selling a product, if you're not in front of people, reminding them, hello, I'm here, I'm available, buy from me, please, buy my stuff.
Yeah.
They are going to go to the person that's actually in front of them at that time when they need it.
Right.
So there was another question. So somebody said, how many emails do you send out? As many as possible, actually. At least one a week, if not 2 or 3, right? Why? And they said, well, you know, they're not going to like it. Some people will jump off the email list. It doesn't matter. If you're consistently online, they might sign up again because you'll have a sale and they'll sign up again. And then they get used to you sending them information. Hey, you know, I've talk about your day or whatever you're doing, not always selling, right? But if you send them something that they're interested in, they will not jump off your list because you're giving them information. So emails is so important to keep in front of people. And, you know, emails are seriously not dead, right?
Right. Absolutely.
I was remembering something else, but I got involved in the email thing.
Yes, that's so good, though. It's important.
It is very important. It's very important. So I'm actually launching a few email email campaigns with customers that have never done it. And it's it's going to be really interesting to see what the insights or the stats are of how much they will be able to sell. So Ezra Firestone, he's Boom Cindy Joseph makes 25, 35, 45, lots of millions of dollars a year. Lots, right?
Yes.
And his email guru did one of his little sessions, and he said, they started doing email automation, which is like after the sale, or when somebody browses your window, or when somebody abandons the product page, right? All those other things. Their sales jumped 30%.
30%,
right?
Wow, that's a lot.
And it's just because it's low-hanging fruit, right? They've already bought a product or they're interested, so you might as well schmooze those people instead of schmoozing somebody else that doesn't even know about you, right?
That's so true. So true.
I'm so glad Denise found this interesting. Yes.
Yes. Thank you, everyone who joined
Jenny
us today.
Gold is here as well today. Hi, Jenny.
Oh, Jenny Gold. I didn't see her. Hello, Jenny Gold in Colorado.
Yes.
Is it snowing in Colorado today?
Yes. Isn't it snowing where you are?
Not today. No, but it was zero. It was literally 0 degrees when I woke up this morning. 0.
56, baby. I'm happy with 56. Yes.
Oh
anyway,
my gosh.
This is
all right.
Absolutely
Any parting
fabulous.
words, Veronica? Yes.
Yeah, just go and get my book. If you want to sell a product, go and get my book. And it is really good value for money. I put a lot of effort into it to actually walk everybody through the whole system of setting up and getting your products out there. Aha.
Yes,
right?
Baby.
And you, who you actually?
Who am I?
Introduced you.
Who am I? I'm just the guy hanging out in the forest. I'm Tim Sohn. I'm a live stream producer. So
that's why I pitch up every Monday, right? Because of him.
Yes. Well, I mean, if you didn't show up, then we'd be in trouble because it would be your show, but I would just be here.
Exactly. So here's another thing. Okay, get people to help you.
Yes.
If you can't be consistent, get somebody to help you. That's my parting shot.
I love that.
Mic drop, right?
Mic drop.
Get somebody to help you. Otherwise, I wouldn't be on consistently, baby. I would be, you know what? I really don't feel like it today. I'll do it next week, right?
Yes.
So you've got to be consistent. Anyway, thank you so much for popping on, everybody. We will see you on Monday. Talking about exciting things. I'll have to make it up as I go along. It's going to be on my blog. Whatever we talked about today, and check it out.
Yes, definitely. Bye, everyone.
So we're going to say bye.